classical architecture. We did sculpture yesterday, so today we'll do architecture. We'll just go over big idea of the Greeks, a little bit of the Etruscans, then to Rome. Rome has republic and imperial. Pardon the spelling. All right, the Parthenon. That's the building, the beauty, the math, the design, the order, and the idea of Greek idealism in a building. There's the plan of the Acropolis. And on the Parthenon, we did it yesterday, but be aware, there is sculpture on the Parthenon. These are the gods that would be in the pediment up here, and we covered that yesterday. And then inside was the plaque of Ergostines, and these were citizens, and that's the idea of humanism, that Greek people, Greek citizens, are of very high value, and they would be on a Greek religious building, the Parthenon. All right, then another building is Temple of Athena Nike. This is also on the Acropolis, and it has the statue of Nike adjusting sandal, and she was the goddess of victory. All right, then just a couple things to be aware of on the Acropolis. The history, 480 was the big date. That's when the Greeks defeated the mighty Persians, and the 400s are the golden age of Athens when these buildings were built. There's the Parthenon there, and there is Athena. All right, then remember Athena is wisdom, and the Greeks were into wisdom and doing what is practical and smart. And there is the Acropolis, all the buildings up there, and here is the Parthenon. For the Parthenon, you just want to be aware of what they do there, just like all buildings. So that's Athena's house. They have the sacred way, and then once a year, the people would walk the sacred way and bring Athena a peplos. That's their religious ceremony. There's the people walking in. All right, it was also a treasury, and that's what it might have looked like. And there's Athena on the inside, and the people are on the outside. And it's a symbol of democracy, of human achievement, and to this day, it is a symbol that still stands representing democracy. And just the theme of the Greeks is humans act, humanism, and the gods watch. So humans make things happen, but the gods are there, they only watch. All right. A little bit on the Etruscans, and basically the Etruscans also have a temple, and the main thing to be aware of is they put statues on top of their temple, and the Greeks did not. So like that would be an Etruscan statue on top of their temple. Then for the Romans, the big thing about the Romans is concrete, and concrete allows a transformation of space. It allows the arch, which allows the barrel vault, which allows the groin vault, and then the dome. So that's going to be the big change. But before we get to that, the Roman Republic, your image is a villa called the House of Veti, and a villa is a rich person's giant house. Oh, I guess that's Imperial Rome. Forget that. Well, okay. Don't worry about Imperial Rome and Roman Republic. Let's just call it Rome. And there's the atrium or the inside. That's one of your slides of the house. And they also painted their walls. We'll talk about painting later. Then we get to the Colosseum with giant space, arches, and groin vaults, and that's the Colosseum. Again, concrete, a giant building, and the function is entertainment. It's a giant building made for entertainment. And there's the other shot of the Colosseum. It's an amphitheater doubled. Remember, it's a half amphitheater, doubled the Flavian amphitheater. Then the Pantheon is the giant building with the massive 20-foot concrete dome, massive facade on the outside, and the dome on the inside. And that was for all of the gods. And this is the height of the Roman Empire. The gods smile on Rome. Pan is all, Theo is gods, the gods all smile. And that's the oculus, the eye of Jupiter. And as the sun moves, it moves all around inside the building. And then the Forum of Trajan is a forum was made by an emperor to show their power. So the Forum of Trajan was a giant building, a number of buildings, and it represented the power and the glory and the greatness of the Emperor Trajan. It had a couple of buildings. The Basilica was like City Hall. The market was like the mall. And then the Column celebrated his conquest of the Romanians. So it had a practical function of the mall and City Hall, and a public gathering place, and a symbolic function of Roman greatness and the greatness of Trajan and the greatness of Rome. And the column here tells the story of the conquest of the Romanians, but 90% of it is building bridges and engineering feats. It symbolizes the superior methods of the Romans. And I went fast on that. Be sure you know the Acropolis really well. Read about that one. Look at the Khan video on the Acropolis. That's the one we want to know really, really well. All right, that's it for that.